Hey guys, what's up? I'm here reviewing episode 1 of Dispatch. I just got it, but instead of reviewing the whole season as a whole, I just want to review episode by episode by episode. And the first episode is like around like 40 to 30 minutes, so it's not too long. But this game kind of reminds me of the Telltale series, and I really like that. I can't really say anything about the soundtrack though, because I only heard like one song and I couldn't show it, but this game also can be kind of graphic because there's kind of shows genitals at certain parts, and I was kind of like, whoa. But basically, the main story is you're this mecha man, I think that's your name, and basically your grandfather was a mecha man, and then he passed it down to his son, then passed it down to you, and your father was killed by this guy named Shroud, so you're going to hunt Shroud down, but you're a normal human being. Like, without the mech suit, you're nothing, and some events unfold, and you no longer have the mech suit, and you're struggling with that. And then there does a conference room where they're talking about what are you gonna do? Are you gonna retire? And then that's when the telltale stuff comes in, where you're making choices, doing this, doing that. And then when you're like watching something on the television, you see some muggers trying to basically rob a TV station, and a superhero comes in and saves you, and she's basically trying to recruit you into this organization where you can become a dispatcher, and then they could rebuy basically everything you need to recreate your mech suit so you can become a hero like that again. But another big thing with this show, or game, kind of like a show, but one big thing is the animation, man. The animation is so good in certain parts. Like there's this one part where you're basically flying over the city and you're seeing all the lights. And it's just top tier animation, and I just love to see it. I always love when animators go out, no matter what it is. And unfortunately, we don't know what the budget is for this game, but if I had to estimate, it could be really expensive because if I'm going to be honest, the animation looks crazy, and hopefully they release something about the budget. I've tried to look into it. I can't find anything. But if one of you finds something, please put it in a comment down below. I would appreciate it. Also, if you can like and subscribe. But anyways, but I do want to say the main lead is also voiced by Aaron Paul, as we know Jesse from Breaking Bad, which I love to see. I love Aaron Paul's voice work, especially in Invincible, and he's just as good as he is Invincible as in this. Maybe even better. But even though there's not a lot of gameplay because of this Telltale-like game, there is some gameplay, and I just want to talk about that. The gameplay I've encountered, at least in the first episode, was other than quick time events, because we know that's going to be part of the game. But it was this hacking stuff where you kind of have to move a cube around, but that's nothing crazy. That it's like a small activity you have to do, probably here and there. You're probably not gonna have to do it that much. While they're near the end of the episode, you're shown this whole dispatch thing, and basically what you're doing is if you see a crime on the dispatch screen, you will basically tell this hero who is suited for to solve that crime. He will go or she will go there, and basically you just do that. Sometimes you need people to talk in a negotiation, so you don't get someone who fights first, you get someone with brains. And I think that's an interesting feature, and it seems like that's going to be reoccurring a lot in these other episodes. I'm not sure yet because I've only played this episode, but I also heard famous YouTubers are also in this, that like Jacksepticeye. I watched him for years. and Moist Critical. I've also watched him for years, and I don't know who they are or what role they have in this game, but I'm very interested to see them in the game. I really am. I don't know when, but I'll try to get the other episodes out as soon as possible. It just depends with my schedule and whatnot. But I think this is it for this review. I'm gonna just go right ahead and start playing the second episode. I'll upload it when it's all out. But I'll see you guys later.